Hi, my name is Tatiana and my channel is Created by Lady T, and in this channel I talk about quilting, crochet, and sewing. I also give quilt alongs, sew alongs, and crochet alongs, as well as product reviews. If you are new to my channel, welcome. This video is my part of a series called the 12 Blocks Till Christmas. And today I am going to show you how I make block number 9. This is October 26th. Yes, we are at the end of October. I cannot believe that it's almost Halloween. The holidays are coming. After Halloween, everything kind of goes really quickly to end the year. We've got Halloween, and then we've got Thanksgiving, and then Christmas comes along, and then the new year, and before we know it, we'll be in 2025. So I've already made 9 blocks. I have 3 more blocks to go the month of November. I create a block on the 6th, 16th, and the 26th. This is going to be the last block for the month of October, and then I'll have the month of November. All of my previous blocks are in the description below, so you can take a look at them. I have a description with the link to the video. Also, all the video links at the bottom have a Google Doc with the measurements for the blocks. So I've created 9 blocks. I will create 3 more. And then after I create the 3 blocks next month, in the first week of December, I am going to show you how I sew the blocks together. And then I am going to add batting, and then backing, and then I will quilt. I'll show you the method that I use to quilt my blocks, to quilt my blanket. And then I'll show you how I bind my blanket, and you can follow along with me. And by early December, this will be a great present to give to somebody for the holidays, or you can donate it, or you can keep it yourself. So it'll all be really good. Today's block that I'm using, I kind of let the pieces that I have, because I've been doing this series, the 12 blocks to Christmas, using my scraps. I have a ton of scraps that I've been saving for the last 5 years, and I don't want to buy any more Christmas fabric for a long time. I keep looking at the stash that I have. So I've been using my scraps. And this month's block, today's block that I'm going to show you, I kind of let the scraps and the pieces create their own block. And I just kind of played with them like little puzzle pieces. I had a few left over. I have tons of jelly rolls that I used for previous projects, and they're just like left in little itsy bitsy pieces. If you all know what that means, because I don't like to throw them away. So I've been trying to make use of the jelly rolls, and I've been trying to make use of the little pieces that I have and create a block that's really worthy. So I created this block for the month, for the last block, and I've got these little snowmen, and I had these pieces left over, and these are all jelly rolls that I used, and I created this really cool block that I'm really happy with. And I'm going to show you how I did that in a minute. So take a look at this video that I have for you. This block, I decided to let the fabric choose the pattern. I had these pieces left over, and they were just perfect in size for one side of the block and the other side of the block. And then I had these strips, leftover jelly roll strips, and they just fit perfectly with the panels. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sew these up, and then I'm going to sew this side, and then I'm going to attach both of the pieces to this middle piece so that I have kind of like a middle border. And that'll be by block number 9. That will hopefully look really good. I'm using my 480 Bernina sewing machine. I have a 37 foot, and I'm also going to be using the 5.5 millimeter stitch plate. for this project. And I'm sewing along a 1/4 inch seam with these strips of fabric. They're 8 inches wide and 8 inches long and 2.5 inches in width. And I'm just using the 1/4 inch seam foot here. I'll just get my pedal moved a little bit. I'll be pressing them in a minute, and then I'll do this one. Make sure that they're lined up. Fix these a little bit here. So I've got one panel done. Now I'll do the next one, and then I'll press these. Do the same thing for this set. All right, I pressed my seam, and now I'm going to do the top panel this way, and then the bottom panel, which with the other snowman piece, I'm going to sew it this way. So I'm doing the top one first. And just, again, a 1/4 inch seam allowance. This is the top piece, and now I'm going to do the bottom piece, and I'll be done with the 2 panels. Okay, so I got these 2 done. Now I did decide that I was going to put a border piece along the edge here and connect them with a border piece. So I'm going to go get my border piece and work on that. I'll just trim this later. So what I just want to do right now is just get this on, and this is longer than what I need it to be, but I'll just trim it when I'm done. Just sew this up. Just have to make sure I keep this in line. Okay, so this is looking a little shorter than I want it to, so I still have some extra pieces. I think I'm going to add another to the border. I'm going to go cut this, and so it'll be kind of a thicker border here, because it's looking a little smaller than I want it to. So I will add another piece. Hopefully I'll have enough. I'm going to check it out. All right, so I added 2 borders, which I'm really happy with. Now I do want to press this before I add the bottom piece, and I will cut these edges. So I like this thicker border for this. It looks much cleaner for me. All right, so I got this all nice and ironed, and now I'm just going to sew this piece, and then I'm done with my block. Just one more piece to sew, and I'm just gonna line this up. Fix this. I'm just gonna sew this 1/4 inch seam allowance all the way down. All right, I almost thought that I didn't do the snowmen aligned, but I did. They're aligned and my block is done. I'm gonna press it and I'm gonna just trim it just a little bit, and I'm done with block number 9. Okay, this is the finished block. I think it looks really pretty and I like the border here, and I'm really happy with it. Okay, well, I hope you liked the block that I showed you how to do. Maybe you could do this yourself. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Please leave some comments. What do you do with your scraps? What are you going to make for Christmas? It's around the corner. And I really feel that, you know, having a talent to quilt and having a bunch of scraps could be a really nice money-saving Christmas gifts for people. You can make lots of things with scraps. I'm making a blanket, but I also have other projects that I have in mind. I'm thinking about making gift bags out of my leftover fabric this year. Instead of actually buying gift bags, I'll just make fabric gift bags, add some SF101 in the back, stiff them, make them stiff, and then give my presents in bags. There's lots of things to make for Christmas, and I'll be having some more videos of what other things you can make besides a blanket for Christmas gifts. That, you know, you have the fabric. If you have the fabric, you have the sewing machine, you have the thread, you have everything you need to create wonderful gifts for Christmas and give people a lot of love and a lot of happiness. So come back next month and I'll show you the last 3 blocks for my 12 blocks till Christmas. Until then, bye.